The merchants brought him cedar chests of rich apparel bound with cords. His train was borne by Memphian lords. Young kings were glad to be his guests. 1,000 shaven priests did bow to Ammon's altar day and night. 1,000 lamps did light their way through Ammon's carven house. And now foul snake and speckled adder with their young ones crawl from stone to stone, for ruined is the house. And prone the great rose marble monolith, wild ass or stroking jackal comes and crouches in the moldering gates. Wild satyrs call unto their mates across the fallen fluted drums, and on the summit of the pile, the blue-faced ape of Horus sits and gibbers while the fig tree splits the pillars of the peristyle. The god is scattered here and there, deep hidden in the windy sand. I saw his giant granite hand still clenched in impotent despair, and many a wandering caravan of stately Negroes, silken shawled, crossing the desert halls, appalled before the neck that none can span. And many a bearded Bedouin draws back his yellow striped burnous to gaze upon the Titan thews of him who was thy paladin. Go seek his fragments on the moor and wash them in the evening dew, and from their pieces make anew thy mutilated paramour. Go seek them where they lie alone, and from their broken pieces make thy bruised bedfellow, and wake mad passions in the senseless stone. Charm his dull ear with Syrian hymns, he love your body. Oh, be kind. Pour spikenard on his hair and wind soft rolls of linen round his limbs. Wind round his head the figured coins, stain with red fruits the pallid lips. Weave purple for his shrunken hips, and purple for his barren loins. Away to Egypt! Have no fear, only one god has ever died. Only one god has ever let his side be wounded by a soldier's spear. But these, thy lovers, are not dead. Still, by the 100-cubit gate, dog-faced Anubis sits in state, with lotus lilies for thy head. Still from his chair of porphyry, giant Memnon strains his lidless eyes across the empty land and cries each yellow morning unto thee. And Nilus, with his broken horn, lies in his black and oozy bed, until thy coming will not spread his waters on the withering corn. Your lovers are not dead. I know, and will rise up and hear thy voice, and clash their cymbals, and rejoice, and run to kiss your mouth, and so set wings upon your argosies, set horses to your ebon car, back to your Nile, or if you are grown sick of dead divinities, follow some roving lion's spoor across the copper-colored plain. Reach out and hail him by the mane, and bid him be thy paramour. Crouch by his side upon the grass and set your white teeth in his throat, and when you hear his giant note, lash your long flanks of polished brass and take a tiger for your mate, whose amber sides are flecked with black, and ride upon his gilded back in triumph through the Theban gate, and toy with him in amorous jests. And when he turns and snarls and gnaws, oh, smite him with your jasper claws, and bruise him with your agate breast. Why are you tarrying? Get hence, I sully of your sullen ways, I weary of your steadfast gaze, your somnolent magnificence, your horrible and heavy breath makes the light flicker in the lamp, and on my brow I feel the damp and dreadful dews of night and death. Your eyes are like fantastic moons that shiver in some stagnant lake. Your tongue is like a scarlet snake that dances to fantastic tunes. Your pulse makes poisonous melodies, and your black throat is like a hole lapped by some torch on burning coal on Saracenic tapestries. Away! The sulfur-colored stars are hurrying through the western gate. Away! Or it may be too late to climb their silent silver cars. See, the dawn shivers round the gray, gilt-dialed towers, and the rain streams down each diamonded pane and blurs with tears the vanished day. What snake-tressed fury fresh from hell with uncouth gestures and unclean stole from the poppy drowsy queen and led you to a student's cell, What songless, tongueless ghost of sin crept through the curtains of the night and saw my taper burning bright and knocked and bade you enter in? Are there not others more accursed, whiter with leprosies than I? Are Abana and Pharpar dried, and you come here to slake your thirst? False Sphinx! False Sphinx! By reedy Styx, old Charon, leaning on his oar, waits for my coin. Go thou before and leave me to my crucifix, whose pallid burden, sick with pain, watches the world with wearied eyes and weeps for every soul that dies, and weep for every soul in vain.